Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. This afternoon, we do have gorgeous weather from Alt. It's a Patriot League clash as the Brush Bee Diggers take on the Highland Huskies. I'm John Beltran. And we'll get to the starting lineup for the Bee Diggers, brought to you by Blowdorn Lumber at blowdornlumber.com. You can browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales flyer, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Doesn't matter if you're a contractor or painting your kitchen at Blowdorn Lumber, you'll get the same friendly service and advice to make your job easier. Friendly place area service, Blowdorn Lumber. Stepping to the plate for the Bee Diggers will be Alec Peterson. He will catch today. Opening pitch brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Batting second, the right fielder, Arnoldo Matos Garcia. Shortstop Kyle Rosenbrock hits third. The first baseman, Mitch Tormolans, the cleanup hitter. Ryan Hirschfeld, the second baseman, hits fifth as the opening pitch is a changeup in there for a strike by the left-hander Chris Villalobos. Tyler Monday, the pitcher, hits sixth. Center fielder is Randy Baker, but the DH is Oscar Soto. He'll hit seventh. Mikey Gutierrez at third base hits eighth, and Grayson Simmons, the left fielder, hits ninth. Changeup is lifted into center field. Coming on, diving in. Did he make the catch? He did. Kyle Folkert makes the catch, and there's one down, robbing Alec Peterson of a base hit. That'll bring up Arnoldo Matos Garcia, the freshman, who's playing right field today. Wind and pitch, swung on and grounded weakly to short. Trujillo has to charge, sets, throws on the run in time, and retired. For the second out is Matos Garcia. 3 pitches and 2 outs. Both of these teams are 1-0 in Patriot League play. The Bee Diggers haven't played in 12 days when they defeated Strasburg 5-3. Highland's victory over Estes Park. Here's Kyle Rosenbrock. Wind and pitch, and the breaking ball's taken for a strike. Jacob Hasbrook at first, Fabian Flores at second, Andy Romero's the shortstop. We mentioned checked that. Romero's the third baseman, Trujillo's the shortstop. Wind and pitch, swung on, tapped foul up the third base side, past the Highland dugout. It's 0-2. Cesar Flores in left, Kyle Folkert is in center. Jake Trujillo in right, and Jared Larson behind the plate. The left-hander Chris Villalobos with 2 outs. Here's the wind and the 0-2, and the breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kyle Rosenbrock. The Bee Diggers are dressed in their maroon uniforms with the gold numerals and lettering and the gray pants. Highland in their light gold and the green numerals and lettering. Curveball is grounded up the third base side behind the bag, and it goes right off the glove of the third baseman, Romero, into left field. He would have had a very long throw to first base. We'll give him an infield hit. On the roller, hit by Kyle Rosenbrock. He was out in front of what appeared to be a curveball, maybe a changeup, has similar action. That'll bring up Mitch Tormolans, the first baseman. And this field in very good condition. Most fields now in good condition considering the weather we've had the last 2 days. And that fastball is outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Tormolans. P&B Appliance at 502 Ensign in Fort Morgan can help you save water, energy, and the environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better with B&B Appliance. A 1-step lead for Rosenbrock. The offering. Changeup is lined foul and well out of play. Tormolans well out in front. The Bee Diggers play 4 games in 3 days, 6 games in 6 days. We'll set the schedule coming up momentarily. And unfortunately, I will not be with you tomorrow for the Brush Eaton game. Chris Brom will be calling that game in Brush. The stretch and the 1-1, and the curveball is well outside. Yeah, we've had obligations to Brush and Fort Morgan as we do every year, but this was the year that I was to call games for both teams with them scheduled on separate days, but with the crazy weather we've had, it's changed things considerably. 2-1, and the curveball is outside. So I certainly do apologize for that, but we will have the game right here on 10-10. And I have to apologize specifically to Veronica Matos Garcia. I promised her that when Brush and Fort Morgan played on the same day, and that pitch is down and in, that I would be doing the Brush game. Tormolans walks, but The schedule has made it difficult for me. But I'll be with you again on Saturday for the doubleheader in Brush, 10 o'clock against Estes Park and 2 o'clock against Sterling. Then Monday at 4 o'clock against Resurrection Christian. That's a home game. And then Tuesday on the road against Lions. 2 on, 2 out for the right-handed hitting Ryan Hirschfeld. And the pitch and the changeup is in there for a strike. Thigh high on the outer half. It's 0-1. Inning began with a pop-up and a ground out. Now we've had a base hit by Rosenbrock and a walk to Mitch Tormolen. 0-1 offering. That's a strike. Same pitch, same location. It's 0-2. Ryan Hirschfeld playing second base for the Beat Diggers this afternoon on a glorious day in Alt. Tormolen checked that Rosenbrock goes. The changeup is down. Tormolen stays at first. It's a stolen base for Rosenbrock. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have a good internet connection, any internet connection, so we can't post the pitch-by-pitch online. Throw back to first. Tormolen was nearly leaning, but he's back in there safely. But once this game is over, we will upload every single pitch of this game to KSIRsports.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Men at the corners in the top of the first. No score, the pitch. And that's upstairs with a fastball. It's 2-2. Well, Villalobos retired 2 Beat Diggers on 3 pitches. Since then, he's thrown 13. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch, swing, and a foul straight back, and the count remains at 2-2. Yeah, coming up at 4 o'clock on B106 and B106.com, Fort Morgan Mustangs are playing today at home against the Fort Lufton Blue Devils. Hirschfeld will see another 2-2 pitch. And here it is. Swing and a miss with a changeup, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Beat Diggers do not score. Highlands is coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Here's the starting lineup for the Highland Huskies. Batting first is the pitcher Chris Villalobos. Chris Trujillo, the shortstop, hits second. Batting third is the first baseman Jacob Hasbrook. Catcher Jared Larson hits fourth. The left fielder Cesar Flores is in the fifth position. Kyle Folkert, the center fielder, hits sixth. Third baseman Andy Romero hits seventh. Jake Trujillo in right hits eighth. And Fabian Flores, the second baseman, will be batting ninth. For the Beat Diggers defensively, Mitch Tormolen's at first, Ryan Hirschfeld's at second. The third baseman is Mikey Gutierrez. Kyle Rosenbrock at short around the outfield. Grayson Simmons in left. Randy Baker's in center. Arnoldo Matos Garcia in right. Alec Peterson behind the plate. And the right-hander Tyler Monday is on the mound. And because the Beat Diggers play so many games over a short period of time, these starters have basically got to go the distance. There's not too much room for error. The pitch and the fastball's up and away to the left-handed hitting leadoff hitter here for Highland, Chris Villalobos. Bats lefty, throws lefty. Monday out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the offering. And the fastball is a strike at the knees. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of these teams are in the same position around the Patriot League. The Beat Diggers might be in a worse position because they play a doubleheader Saturday and a non-conference game against Resurrection Christian on Monday. The offering. Swag and a miss through the fastball right by Villalobos. It's 1-2. And Monday's got that fastball cranking here. You can already tell over the first 3 pitches. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peterson sets up on the outside. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss and a fastball at the letters. There's 1 down in the bottom of the first inning. As Villalobos strikes out, that'll bring up Chris Trujillo, the shortstop for Highland, hitting for the right side. The friendly staff at High Plains Bank in Wiggins can assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account. To receive hometown service in a higher plane, visit High Plains Bank today. The pitch swung on and popped up into foul territory on the right side. The first baseman, Tormolen, with plenty of room, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. And it looks like Monday feels a lot more comfortable pitching out of the stretch. Just his body motion is much more simpler as opposed to when he was winding up in past games. 2 down for Jacob Hasbrook, the first baseman, big, strong right-handed hitter. He looks like he could be in college already, and not a freshman, maybe like a junior or senior. Hitting with an open stance. Stretch by Monday. And the offering. Fastball outside corner for a strike just above the knees. It's 0-1. Yeah, you need a few pitcher's duels over the next few days to really save some of your pitchers. And you can't go extra innings, that's for sure. And the offering in the dirt. Count is level at 1-1 to Jacob Hasbrook with 2 down. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. From Alt between the Huskies and the Brush Beat Diggers. Peterson setting up on the outside, lays down the sign. And the 1-1 offering. Fastball is upstairs. Ball 2, strike 1 to the Highland first baseman. Again, Peterson setting up in the same spot, the stretch. Monday with a 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Tormolen, a long chase into foul territory, and it's out of play. So the count goes to 2-2. Jacob Hasbrook. We'll have the Rockies and Diamondbacks tonight at 7:40. Rockies on deck at 7:05. First of a 4-game set from Arizona. Beat Diggers will find out what it's like to play a major league schedule here over the next week. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded sharply to short. Rosenbrock has it. Fires to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Monday. We'll head to the second in Alt. Brush nothing. Highland nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with you. Lost you here for a couple of seconds as Oscar Soto with a 2-0 count swings and fouls it straight back on the changeup. And the count sitting at 2-1. Looks like the Beat Diggers have a courtesy runner after Monday. Raced on an infield single. Looks like Zane Fowl out there for the Beat Diggers at first base with nobody out. Here in the second, the pitch. And that's up and in with a changeup, 3-1. So the Beat Diggers now in prime position to place 2 on and nobody out. 3 balls and 1 strike. To Oscar Soto, the DH. The left-hander Villalobos delivers. Swing and a miss. He pulled that front foot out on that changeup. It's 3-2. So 3-2 upcoming. Here to Oscar Soto, the stretch. Let's see if foul goes. He stays. Swing and a miss. Got him on a changeup, and Oscar Soto strikes out. There's 1 down here in the second inning. And that'll bring up Mikey Gutierrez, the third baseman. Yeah, the Beat Diggers are just going to be rusty here. I mean, it's natural that they'd be rusty considering that they haven't played in 12 days. The stretch. Throw back to first, and boy, Fowl was leaning a little bit. Took him a while to get back there, but he's all right. Still awaiting the first pitch of this at-bat to Mikey Gutierrez. Third base runner for the Beat Diggers. And the offering. And that's a strike with a fastball. Down the middle at the knees, it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch. And the offering. And that fastball's upstairs. Took something off it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the second inning. From Alt, the Beat Diggers and Huskies are scoreless on what is a gorgeous day in Alt, so it can't get much better than this. The pitch, up and away, another changeup. 2 balls and 1 strike. As I mentioned, all these teams are more or less in the same position. They cannot afford to use up too many pitchers over a short period of time because they just won't have the pitching. They'll have to go to a number 7 or 8 guy. The pitch, and that is upstairs again with another changeup, 3-1. And now a delayed steal, and Fowl is going to be in there. The ball sails into center field, but backed up by Kyle Folkert, so it's a stolen base for foul. Now 3-1 to Mikey Gutierrez. You don't have to travel out of town to receive the best and most advanced hearing health care. Visit Platte Valley Hearing Center, 409 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. 3-1 to the sophomore third baseman. The offering. Swag and a miss out in front of the changeup. It's 3-2. Pete Diggers are going to be very patient at the plate. Soto was ahead in the count 3-1 and then missed two consecutive changeups. Now it's 3-2 to Gutierrez. Foul leads from second. And the offering, swinging a foul on another changeup that was diving in the zone. Remains alive at 3-2. Yeah, that's a great pitch to teach youngsters. The same arm motion. Doesn't have the same bite as a curveball, but it has a lot of action nonetheless. 3-2 again. And Gutierrez awaits the pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and grounded towards left field. That's going to be a base hit. Foul had to hold up in case the shortstop Trujillo fielded the ball. So he advances one base. It's the third hit for the Beat Diggers in the game. Second of the inning. 2 on and 1 out for Grayson Simmons. And Simmons hits from the left side. So if he can pull the ball on the ground, that would score a run. He's only a double play threat if he hits it right towards second base. But Fabian Flores is playing straight up at second and pretty deep near the edge of the grass. Lefty against lefty here. Stretch. And the offering. Swung on and popped foul out of play. Simmons, the ninth place hitter in this lineup. It's 0-1. The Beat Diggers are looking for the early lead in the second inning. 3:32 down the right field line, 3:30 down the left field line, 4:10 straight away. The stretch. Villalobos delivers low with a changeup. The count is level at 1-1 strike. 8 and 9 are a couple of sophomores here in this lineup. Laying down the sign is Larson. 1-1. Swing and a miss way out in front of that changeup. It's 1-2. Yeah, the only thing he could do with that was go the other way, which is where he doesn't want to go. He wants to pull the ball with a man at third and another at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grayson Simmons, the left fielder who calls time. The Beat Diggers with 2 hits in the inning, including 1 infield hit by Tyler Monday. And the pitch, and that's upstairs with a curveball. Now, Villalobos' pitch count is getting up there, 37 through an inning and a third. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Grayson Simmons. A stretch. And the offering, swung on, hit off the end of the bat on the ground. The pitcher charges, picked up by Villalobos, throws to first in time. Advancing to second was Gutierrez, but foul had to hold up at third. So an excellent play by the left-handed pitcher for Highland. The Beat Diggers do have 2 in scoring position. That'll bring up Alec Peterson, who hit that soft fly ball that was caught on a dive by Folkert in the opening frame. Larson lays down the sign with 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. Swung on. That ball is driven towards left field. That's going to find a gap all the way towards the fence. Scoring is foul. Rounding third and scoring easily is Gutierrez. Peterson is around second. He'll stay right there. It's a 2-run double with 2 outs in the second inning. And the Beat Diggers break out on top over Highland. It's 2-0. No doubt about that hanging changeup. Peterson got all of it. Here's Nordo Maltos Garcia. He grounded to short in the opening frame. And the curveball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. To the Beat Digger right fielder. This Highland team can score some runs. Beat Diggers are going to have to hopefully overmatch them. The pitch. That's down and in on another changeup. 2-0. Mustangs and Blue Devils at Fort Morgan and Fort Lupton, just underway on B106 and B106.com. Jeremy Weathers will call that game. Dual action today. And the 2-0, and the curveball is just outside. 3-0 to the freshman, Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. Off of second is Peterson. Stretched by Villalobos. And the 3-0. That's right there for a strike. Just eased it in there. It's 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Peterson takes his lead at second. And a pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup diving down and in. It would have been ball 4, but Maltos Garcia swung. And it's 3-2, and he's not happy with himself. He knew that he swung at a pitch that he shouldn't have. But he's still alive in the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch. Villalobos, the lefty, delivers. And that's upstairs with a fastball. And Maltos Garcia, who's been issued a few walks this year, is on the bases again. Kyle Rosenbrock hit a dribbler down the third baseline. It was an infield hit, as Romero could not field the ball, but he was behind the bag. He wouldn't have thrown out Rosenbrock anyway. Big opportunity to extend a 2-0 lead. The pitch. Changeup is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Larson. 1 ball, no strikes. This is the heart of the Beat Digger order here in the second inning. With Brush in the lead, 2-0. On a 2-out, 2-run double by Alec Peterson. Rosenbrock awaits. Up and away with a changeup. 2-0. Committed to serving those in production, Ag, Premier Farm Credit, is the gold standard in ag lending. At second, Peterson. At first is Maltos Garcia. 2-0 pitch. Changeup is in the dirt. 3-0. Mitch Tormolen is on deck. Well, the other thing that could help the Beat Diggers is to reduce the number of innings they play per game. That'll save the pitching staff. You play a 5 or 6 inning game instead of 7. Rosenbrock more than likely will be taking, and he does, and that changeup is very high. And it's the second walk issued in the inning by the left-hander Chris Villalobos, and the bases are loaded for Mitch Tormolen, who was issued a walk in the first. 3 walks have been issued. 1 in the first and 2 in the second here by the left-hander Villalobos. There'll be a visit to the hill. It's hard to say in high school baseball that you can break a game open early when it's 2 opponents with nearly the same records. Highland 5-3, the Beat Diggers are 5-4, but a big Mitch Tormolen hit could give Brush a 4 or 5-run lead, maybe a 6-run lead, although hitting the ball out of here is not an easy task. However, Tormolen hit one out of Jackson Field and Greeley, the opening game of the state tournament, so he certainly has the muscle to do so. That was in a 3-2 victory over Weld Central. Here's the wind by Villalobos, the pitch, and that curveball is up and away. He's lost a lot of confidence here. That's 6 consecutive balls thrown by Villalobos. 1 ball and no strikes. And the offering. Changeup is right there at the knees down the middle. The count is at 1-1. With the bases loaded. Peterson at third, Maltos Garcia at second, Rosenbrock at first. 1-1. Swung on, grounded left side to the third baseman. The long throw to first going to be low, and is it going to be in time? No, off the bag. As Romero threw it wide of the bag, Tormolen is safe. Peterson scores. The Beat Diggers lead 3-0. No RBI for Tormolen because of the error on the third baseman, Romero. But the Beat Diggers certainly will take it. So everybody advances a bag. And the hitter will now be Ryan Hirschfeld, who struck out on a changeup in the first. Here's the wind and offering. Swung on and popped foul and out of play. Out in front of the changeup was Hirschfeld. It's 0-1. Very busy inning for the left-handed pitcher Chris Villalobos, the southpaw. well over 30 pitches in this frame. No balls, 1 strike, 2 down, the bases loaded. The Beat Diggers have 3 in already on a 2-run double by Peterson and an error. And the curveball is up and away. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners take their leads. Villalobos out of the windup. The pitch swung on line and off the third baseman's glove in the left field. Romero nearly had it. 1 run scores. Rosenbrock is around third. 2-third is Tormolin. Headed to second is Hirschfeld. We'll call it a 2-run double on that line shot with a bunch of topspin. And the Beat Diggers now lead 5-0. Oh, that was hit very hard. I thought Romero was going to make the catch. In fact, Hirschfeld hit a ball like that, I believe, against Thornton in a 9-1 victory. And that'll bring up Tyler Monday. He began this inning with an infield single. Swung on, grounded foul up the third base side. And the count is at 0-1. 2 runs earned, 3 unearned, allowed by Villalobos because of the 2-out error on Romero on the ground ball hit by Tormolin. And the offering. Curveball is lifted into left field, a long run. That's going to drop for a base hit. Tormolin's going to score. Around third is Hirschfeld. He will score on the bloop. 2-run single by Tyler Monday, his second hit of the inning. And Brush now leads 7-0. He didn't hit that well, but hit it well enough to find a hole in front of the left fielder, Cesar Flores. And Zane fouls out there again to run for Tyler Monday. That'll bring up Oscar Soto. Stretch and pitch. Swung on and lifted foul and out of play off to the left. It's 0-1. Well, Soto doesn't want to hear this, and he's not going to hear it from me. But he might make 2 outs in 1 inning unless he gets on. He struck out earlier in this inning. Here's the stretch. It is lefty against lefty. And the offering. And that ball hit him. Looked like a changeup riding in. Soto hit by a pitch. And this will be the 11th man to come to the plate for the Beat Diggers and Mikey Gutierrez. But we have a visit to the hill. We'll have a pitching change with a score in the second inning. Brush 7, Highland nothing. We'll take a 2-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in all. The Beat Diggers with a 7-0 lead. Chris Trujillo is the new pitcher. Giovanni Garcia goes to short. Mikey Gutierrez, the hitter, now with a 1-ball, 1-strike count after a strike on the first pitch and a ball in the second. And the offering, and that's outside with a fastball, 2-1. Zane fouls at second, Oscar Soto at first. The Beat Diggers have got a 2-run double from Alec Peterson in this inning, a 2-run double as well from Ryan Hirschfeld, and a 2-run bloop single from Tyler Monday. The other run scored on an error. The offering, and that one is upstairs. It's 3-1. 59 pitches thrown by the starter, Chris Villalobos. He allowed 7 runs, but only 2 were earned. That's why you got to make those 2-out plays in the field. 3-1 to Gutierrez, who singled earlier in this inning. The pitch swung on and grounded on the left side. The third baseman is going to run to the back. Can he get there in time? And safe on the fielder's choice. Romero ran to the bag and then saw foul coming by and tried to tag him, and foul slid in safely. So no error, just a fielder's choice. As reaching on the play is Gutierrez, and the bases are reloaded. It has been a very difficult inning for Romero. He's committed an error, had a line drive go off his glove, and then that play, the pitch. Fastball is outside to Grayson Simmons. Well, now he might make 2 outs in an inning. Hopefully that will not happen. He grounded out to the pitcher Villalobos earlier in this frame. And he 1-0, and that's there for a strike. With the off-speed pitch, the count is level at 1-1. The Diggers have 2 extra base hits in this inning, producing 4 runs. 1-1 pitch, and the breaking ball, did he go? And he did. And it's 1-2. That ball dove towards the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grayson Simmons, the Beat Digger left fielder. 1-1 pitch, and that curveball is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. At third is Fowl. At second is Soto. Gutierrez at first. 7 runs across for the Bee Diggers in the top half of the second inning. Wine and pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and the inning is over. However, the Bee Diggers put together 7 runs. They do it on 5 hits, 1 error, and the bases were left loaded. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's Brush 7, Highland nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the bottom of the second inning. The Bee Diggers lead 7-0 after 2-run doubles by Alec Peterson and Ryan Hirschfeld and a 2-run single by Tyler Monday, who had a 1-2-3 inning. That seemed like a long time ago. We've already played 36 minutes of baseball. We're not through the second inning. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Jared Larson, Cesar Flores, and Kyle Folkert against the right-hander Monday. Operating out of the stretch to begin the bottom of the second inning. And the offering. Fastball right down the middle for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Now Larson's been very busy behind the plate with all the pitches that the starter and then Chris Trujillo had to throw in the second inning. The offering in the dirt. The count at level now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Peterson setting up on the outside corner of the stretch. Monday with a 1-1. Swung on, a hit on the ground on the left side. Rosenbrock deep in the hole, throws on the run, and that's going to be in time as Larson is out number 1. An excellent play by the sophomore Rosenbrock here to begin the bottom of the second inning. That was one of those Tulo plays. Here's Cesar Flores also hitting for the right side. So Mondays look very good so far. Here's the stretch with the bases empty and the offering. That fastball is up and in. Flores, the left fielder for Highland today. 1 ball and no strikes. Monday stretches. Monday delivers. Swing and a miss with a fastball down the middle. It's 1-1. Bee Diggers and Eaton Reds tomorrow at 4 o'clock from Brush. Chris Brahm will be with you for that particular game. And the 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Same pitch, same result. It's 1-2. To the 5th place hitter in the lineup, Cesar Flores. Let's see if Monday just goes gas here on the 1-2. He does, and it is just a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And no reason to throw him anything other than a fastball. 2-2 pitch. That is a little bit low. Wow. Right there over the plate, but barely missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Monday thought he had strike 3 there, and maybe even the pitch before. 3-2 to Flores. And the offering. That is a called strike 3. No doubt about that one. And there's 2 down. That was thigh high down the middle. 5 up, 5 down. And here's the center fielder, Kyle Folkert, who steps in. The base is empty. The pitch right down the middle for a strike with a fastball. And the count is at 0-1. The stretch by the senior Monday. And the offering. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Down and in. It's 0-2. And nice to have a 7-run lead because now he's in command. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down and the base is empty. The stretch and the offering swung on and fouled. Count remains at 0-2. The stretch by Monday. 0-2 pitch. Swung on. That ball is popped out of play off to the right. That's 16 strikes and 7 balls already for Monday. He's definitely throwing his good stuff. Got a couple of strikeouts already, including one in this inning. And the 0-2 offering swung on and fouled off again to the right. I'll give Folkert a lot of credit. He's battling. He's fouled off 3 consecutive 0-2 pitches. Yeah, Monday might throw him something out of the zone here. And see if he'll swing at something that's not a strike. The stretch. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled off. Took something off of that. He fouled it up the third base side. Count remains at 0-2. Serving you the best coffees, lattes, and smoothies. Willow Coffee Tea and Smoothies. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to better serve you and ready to make your favorite specialty drink or offer a sweet treat. 921 Edison Street in Brush. Willow Coffee Tea and Smoothies. It remains at 0-2 to Kyle Folkert. And the offering swung on and lifted into shallow right center field. The second baseman Hirschfeld is out, makes the one-handed catch. And for the second straight inning, Tyler Monday retires the side in order. We play 2 innings in alt. Brush 7, Highland nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bay Diggers lead the Highland Huskies 7-0 in alt. So we head to the third inning. I'm John Beltran. Bay Diggers scored all their runs in the second frame. And the first 2 runs came in via a 2-run double by the current hitter, Alec Peterson, who popped out in the opening frame. So for the third inning in a row, Peterson will hit against the right-hander Chris Trujillo this time. And the breaking ball is down the middle for a strike. Chris Villalobos, the starting pitcher, allowed all 7 runs. 2 of them were earned. The offering swung on and lined towards right center field for a base hit. That ball's going to roll towards the fence. Peterson's going to get a triple out of this. He's around first. He's headed to second. He will round second, and the throw to third is not going to be made. It's a leadoff triple for Peterson. In the top of the third inning, the Beat Diggers have their 6th hit of the game. And Peterson is 2 for 3. Here's Arnoldo Matos Garcia. He grounded out in his first at-bat, then he walked. In his second plate appearance, he's 0 for 1. Conrad Cole will be the courtesy runner for Peterson. That's a good idea. Your catcher is busy enough. So the Beat Diggers 90 feet away from extending a 7-run lead. And getting to the heart of the order. Yeah, they want to make this a 5-inning game. If they can make this a 5-inning game, that will save the pitching. That's the goal. You win and save the pitching. I'm not sure what Coach Muniz is going to do tomorrow against Eaton, because you can throw your best pitcher against the best team. Not that it's an automatic loss, but Eaton is 10-0 and maybe better than they were a year ago. The pitch. Fastball, a strike on the outer half thigh high. It's 0-1. They've got to throw 2 pitchers at least on Saturday against Estes Park. The offering, curveball swung on and missed on the inside half, and it's 0-2 to Matos Garcia. And Trujillo's got a breaking ball, the fastball, and the changeup. Got to be very disciplined. The pitch, and did he wave at it? He did on the breaking ball. They have to throw down to first to retire Matos Garcia as the ball was in the dirt, and the freshman strikes out on 3 pitches. 1 down in the top of the third inning. There's Kyle Rosenbrock, who singled and walked. Trujillo gets the sign from Larson to pitch, and the breaking ball is popped up on the right side in foul territory, and a diving attempt off the glove of the catcher Larson nearly made a fabulous play. Instead, it's 0-1. And that ball was only hit about maybe 20 feet in the air, if that. So there wasn't a lot of time to get over there along the first base side in foul territory near the Digger dugout. So Rosenbrock gets a reprieve. Line and pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted to left field, and that ball is going to drop for a base hit. As he was jammed on that play, Cole will cross home plate. Not pretty, but Rosenbrock gets the job done on the bloop single. His 2nd hit of the game, and the Bay Diggers now lead 8-0. Mitch Tormolen will be the batter for Brush. Tormolen in the game has walked and reached on an error, scoring a run. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Breaking ball is a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Rosenbrock with a 2-step lead at first. And the pitch. Swung on and foul, tipped off the catcher Larson. It's 0-2. And Trujillo's got some good stuff. Got to be very patient with him. Leonard Jackets, T-shirts, and more. Bijou T-Quest at 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan. For all of your sports apparel, Bijou T-Quest with an open stance. The right-handed hitting senior first baseman. And now Rosenbrock takes off. He's going to be caught in a rundown. And to throw back to first, he dives, and he looks like he's in there. Oh, they're going to call him out. That's the second out of the inning. I thought he got back in, and I think Rosenbrock might have thought he did too as he started to take off. But the pickoff is going to go 1-3. As stepping off the back of the mound was Trujillo. So now Tormolen's up there with the bases empty and 2 down in the third. And a 1 ball, or check that 0-2 count, and now the curveball's inside 1-2. To Tormolen. And the pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted into center field, and Villalobos, the new center fielder, makes the catch. He barely had to move, and the inning is over. But the Beat Diggers put together a run on 1 hit, no errors, and the bases were left empty. 2.5 complete in alt, and Brush is leading Highland 8-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Tyler Monday has retired all 6 hitters he's faced. So we head to the bottom of the third inning in alt. Brush Beat Diggers lead the Highland Huskies 8-0. And that means Highland will set up the bottom of the lineup. Andy Romero, Jake Trujillo, and Fabian Flores. Romero's had his adventures at third base with an error, a mistake on what ended up being a fielder's choice, and a line drive hit by Hirschfeld. That was very catchable. Scored a 2-run double in the 7-run second inning. Hitting from the right side. Monday's thrown 26 pitches so far, 19 for strikes, so he's found that strike zone. And pitching out of the stretch, excuse me, the offering, swing, and missing a fastball down the middle. It's 0-1. Monday looks very imposing on that mound, big and strong. The stretch. And the offering. Fastball is low. 1 ball and 1 strike to the third baseman, Andy Romero. After today, the Beat Diggers will play their next 4 games at home. The pitch. Down the middle at the knees for a strike with a fastball. It's 1-2. And he's going to keep going with that fastball until Highland proves they can hit it. At least hit it well. The stretch. And the offering. Outside with a heater. Couple of strikeouts so far for Monday. 1 in each frame. 2 balls and 2 strikes with the bases empty to begin the bottom of the third. Brush 8, Highland nothing. Monday stretches. And the 2-2. Fastball is up and in. You don't have to close on your house alone. Northern Colorado Title at 130 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan will provide you with a stress-free closing. Northern Colorado Title. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lined up the middle for a base hit. Almost caught by Monday on the glove side, and that's the first hit of the game for the Huskies. It comes from Andy Romero, the third baseman. Here's Jake Trujillo. He will hit from the right side. And Monday challenged him, but that time Romero was able to get the thick part of the bat on it. But a very short lead for Romero. Monday can essentially work on the hitter. And the pitch. Fastball rides inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Jake Trujillo. The only way the Beat Diggers can make this an abbreviated game is if they lead by 10 runs after 5 or 6 innings, a minimum of 10. Stretch. And the 1-0. Swung on and fouled back on a fastball that was up in the zone. The count is level at 1-1. Now, hard to tell whether this grass is playing slow or not because we've had some hard-hit balls. Looks a little thick from here, at least in the infield. 1-1. Swung on and fouled back. A fastball up in the zone again. It's 1-2. To Jake Trujillo, the 8th place hitter in the Highland lineup, as we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 out, nobody on. The B-Diggers up by 8 in alt. Peterson gets the sign from the dugout. Stretch by Monday. Long pause, 1-2 pitch, and that is a little bit low. Took something off it. It's 2-2. B-Diggers at double play depth. And they haven't turned too many this year, haven't had too many opportunities. Oh, they got a 1-2-3, and I think they've turned a few that I can remember now. The pitch. Swung on, hit right back to Monday. Monday to second. That is 1. Rosenbrock to first, and that's 2. 1-6-3. And there's 2 down to the bottom of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up the 9th place hitter, Fabian Flores. Another right-handed hitter in this Highland lineup. The second baseman for the Huskies. The stretch by Monday with the bases empty. And the offering. Fastball is inside. 1-0. The Diggers have had some big hits in this game. 2-run double by Alec Peterson. A similar one by Ryan Hirschfeld. 2-run single from Monday. The pitch. Fastball down the middle at the knee. Strike 1. Another run scored on an error. Another run scored on a base hit by Kyle Rosenbrock. And the pitch. Fouled on that fastball riding inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Fabian Flores. 8 runs on 8 hits. I was going to say 7, but that was after the second inning. 8 runs on 8 hits for Brush, no runs on 1 hit for Highland. The Diggers have stranded 5. Highland has committed the game's only error. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on, grounded right side. The first baseman, Tor Mullen, will race to the bag. He'll win that race, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. 3 complete in alt. The Brush B-Diggers lead the Highland Huskies 8-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It'll be Ryan Hirschfeld to begin the 4th inning with the B-Diggers leading in alt over the Highland Huskies 8-0. Line and pitch, swung on and fouled towards the screen. The catcher going over, diving, can't make the catch as Larson spotted it late. And it's 0-1. Ryan Hirschfeld has struck out swinging and also hit the 2-run double as part of a 7-run second inning. Chris Trujillo beginning a second full inning of work. He came into the game with 2 down in relief of Chris Villalobos in the second. Line and pitch. Breaking ball swung on and lifted to left field. To his left is Flores. Ranges under it, makes the catch. That might be Folkert out there who switched places with Flores. And there's 1 down. Yeah, that looks like Folkert out there in left field. So that change was made. Either way, 1 down for Tyler Monday. Line and pitch outside with a side-winding fastball. Count sitting at 1 ball and no strikes. Monday with a couple of singles. The pitch swung on, grounded foul up the third base side. Count is level at 1-1. Yeah, Monday had an infield single in the second, then that 2-run bloop single later in the frame. Hitting with an open stance. The pitch swung on. That ball is grounded sharply up the middle into left center field. Beyond Giovanni Garcia will call that a base hit. It took a wicked hop. He might have had a chance to field it, but that took a very tough hop on Garcia, so it'd be tough to charge him with an error. Zane Fowl will be the courtesy runner, and Tyler Monday is 3 for 3. And Fowl has been on the base paths a ton. Oscar Soto has struck out and been hit by a pitch. And the pitch is a strike. Took something off it on the outside corner. It's 0-1. No balls and one strike to Soto. Short lead for foul. The pitch. Breaking ball is lined towards center field. Coming on and making the catch is Villalobos. Foul is well off of first base to throw. He's going to be doubled up, and that was terrible base running, unfortunately, for foul. He misread that completely. And I don't know if head coach checked that first base coach Rich Gutierrez sent him, but he had the play right in front of him. The inning is over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and the bases were left empty. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Brush 8, Highland nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning in Alt, and the Beat Diggers with an 8-0 lead over the Highland Huskies. Chris Villalobos, who started the game on the mound, now playing center field, leads off against Tyler Monday. The pitch squaring the bunt, lays it up the third base side. Monday is going to barehand it. He cannot make the throw. He tried to pick it up too quickly. Could have had a play, but we'll call it a base hit. Nice bunt by Villalobos. Second hit from the Highland Huskies. Second time in as many innings the leadoff man's been on. Chris Trujillo popped up to the first baseman, Mitch Tormolen, in the first. Stretch by Monday. Is he squaring the bunt? Throw back to first, back in standing as Villalobos. Yeah, it looked like he was squaring the bunt. Well, however they can get it done. It's part of the game. You got to play defense. Squaring the bunt, and he takes it for a strike. Fastball, belt high. And it's 0-1. No balls and one strike to Trujillo. Rush scored 7 runs in the second, 1 more in the third. Looks like he's scoring a bunt again. Oh, now he won't. The pitch runner going. The fastball outside, the throw to second. Rosenbrock applies the tag, and he is safe. Villalobos gets in there. Perfect throw by Peterson, but Villalobos got a great jump. The count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Highland has a man at second base for the first time in the game, and we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Monday looks back. The pitch. Fastball down the middle. Strike 2 at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the opposing pitcher, Chris Trujillo. With nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. The stretch. The pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Rosenbrock, the shortstop, to his left, behind the bag, sidearms to first, and there's 1 down. Advancing to third is Villalobos. So Trujillo does his job. But so does Rosenbrock. And so does Monday, obviously. That'll bring up Jacob Hasbrook, who grounded to Rosenbrock to end the first. So the Huskies threatening to score their first run of the game. Stretch by Monday. And the pitch. Fastball is fouled off of Peterson's glove. He reared back there. It's no balls and 1 strike. Little small ball. That's what's helped Highland so far. At least get a man to third. A bunt single, a stolen base, and a ground down. Very, very simple baseball. The pitch swung on. That ball is lifted towards right center field. Going to his right towards the track as Matos Garcia. It's over his head. And near the bottom of the fence, around first into second, with an RBI double, Jacob Hasbrook scoring on the play as Villalobos. And it's now an 8-1 Brush lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jared Larson, the catcher, who grounded out to Rosenbrock in the second, is the batter. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this Highland team can hit. The pitch, fastball is low, so it's no surprise they did get on the board. Monday was very effective the first time around the order. Now he's going to meet the challenge the second time around. as they do have 2 hits in the inning. A stretch, and the offering, and the breaking ball is down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. Highland trying to chip away in this game, as they were down by 7 runs after an inning and a half. Monday looks back. The pitch. Fastball is low. He's yet to walk a hitter, but he's behind Larson 3-0. There is a base open with Flores coming up. He struck out Flores in his first at-bat, so maybe he feels more comfortable with him. Larson's a big, strong right-handed hitter. 3-0, way outside. And to throw to third now with a runner going and safe. Hasbrook took off as soon as the ball got away. Call that a wild pitch as that ball was down and away. And we'll have a courtesy runner over there for Jared Larson. And running at first base for Larson is Omar Naranjo. So first and third, Highland threatening for more with 1 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Beat Diggers lead 8-1. Keeping community banking simple and committed to their community. Morgan Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Let's see if Monday can bear down. All he's got to do is get through 2 more outs. He is the pitcher of record. He's only thrown 52 pitches to stretch. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball up and in. Yeah, no way Flores could make contact with that one. It's 0-1. He struck him out looking on a 3-2 pitch in the 2nd inning. Stretch by Monday. Long pause in the offering. Runner going, a strike. Throw to second is going to be off of Monday's glove as he tried to cut it off. It is 0-2. Yeah, I'm not sure if Monday was actually trying to catch it or pretend he was going to catch it. He kind of went halfway there, but the ball barely got away from him. So it's a stolen base for Naranjo, 2 in scoring position. Monday looking for the strikeout. He's got a no-ball, 2-strike count. And the pitch swung on. That is line towards right center field, and it for a base hit just beyond Hirschfeld's glove. 1 run is in, and the ball is right back into the infield as Baker picks it up on an 0-2 pitch. Ball that was nearly caught by Hirschfeld. Hasbrook scores. RBI single for Flores. Now 8-2. Here come the Huskies. Kyle Folkert will now hit. He popped out to the second baseman Hirschfeld to end the 2nd. Yeah, too many strikes there. Yeah, Monday gave him something too good. Even though he didn't hit it hard, he hit it in the right spot. Wouldn't be surprised if Flores takes off here. Stretch and the offering. Swung on. That ball is grounded on the right side. Hirschfeld to his left will throw to first to retire the hitter. Scoring, though, is Naranjo. And the Beat Diggers now lead 8-3 as Highland has played at 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Base is now empty. Or check that, Flores at second, I should say. For Andy Romero, who had a base hit in his first at-bat. Monday stretches. Monday delivers. Swag and a miss and a fastball at the letters. It's 0-1. Might have had a little hook to that pitch. He had some lateral action on that baseball. Off of second is Flores. And the 0-1 offering swung on, fisted foul, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, you want your starters, when you're playing so many games over a short period of time, to go the distance. If they have to labor at times, they'll labor. The Beat Diggers had an 8-run lead. It's down to 5. Stretch by Monday, and the pitch, and he bounced it in there. Nice block by Peterson. 1-2. Monday gets through this hitter, and then he's got to pitch 3 more innings, and hopefully no more. Monday stretches, looks back. Flores with the lead at second. And the pitch swung on and grounded up the middle. Rosenbrock is going to have to charge. The shortstop field sidearms to first, and the inning is over. However, the Highland Huskies were able to score 3 runs in the frame. And they did it on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 4 complete in alt. Brush 8, Highland 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bay Diggers will try to get the runs back they gave up at the bottom of the 4th inning, as an 8-0 lead is down to 8-3 in alt over the Highland Huskies as we head to the 5th. The right-hander Trujillo delivers, and the fastball is upstairs to the right-handed hitting third baseman Mikey Gutierrez. 1 for 2, singled and reached on a fielder's choice. And the pitch swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Trujillo is going to throw to first after taking his time. He took a few steps over there. There's 1 down. Yeah, thank goodness for the big inning. It's all it takes in baseball at times. Grayson Simmons has grounded to the mound and struck out swinging. He is 0 for 2. Yeah, Trujillo's done an excellent job since coming into the game for Villalobos. Did allow that 3rd inning run. The pitch, up and away with the changeup. It's 1-0. Even with that ball, 22 strikes and 9 balls thrown by Trujillo, so he is all over the strike zone. Simmons awaits the 1-0 pitch, and that curveball is outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the Beat Digger sophomore left fielder. 2-0 pitch, swung on line foul off to the left. Count us at 2-1. Stubbs Gas and Oil at I-76 and Highway 39 in Wiggins. Don't delay and get there to see why convenience is Stubbs' middle name. Swung on, grounded foul up the first base side towards the Digger dugout. Count is at 2-2 to Grayson Simmons. 1 out, bases empty in the top of the 5th inning. Brush scored 7 runs in the 2nd, 1 more in the 3rd. Highland countered with 3 in the 4th. It's 8-3. And that curveball is in the dirt. 3-2 to G-Man. Simmons back into the box from the left side. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit into center field for Grayson Simmons. Alec Peterson comes to the plate. The Beat Diggers now have 10 hits in the game. And again, trying to get those runs back. Peterson popped to center, doubled to start that 7-run rally in the 2nd inning, then tripled the lead off the 3rd. Simmons with a 2-step lead to stretch. Trujillo comes home. Curveball is grounded foul off of Peterson's foot up the 3rd base side. No balls and 1 strike. Peterson's got a sweet swing, and he hits it far. He did that with a triple, and even with that double that he gapped into left center field. 2-step lead for Simmons. Trujillo, the right-hander, stretches and delivers. Fastball is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beat Diggers back in action tomorrow, 4 o'clock on 1010 and KSIR.com at home against the Eaton Reds. Chris Brahm will call that game for us. The pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted into shallow right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit, and the ball gets by the right fielder. Simmons is around second. Peterson headed to second, and the Beat Diggers have runners at 2nd and 3rd. As that error was committed out there by Jake Trujillo. So give Peterson a single on that soft liner. And then the runners advance on the error. There's Arnoldo Matos Garcia. 2nd error of the game by Highland. Arnoldo's grounded out, walked, and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Winding up is Trujillo. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Well, they got the opportunity to get at least a couple of runs back. 8-3 Brush. 2 on, 1 out in the 5th. The offering. Swing and a miss on a ball that dove into the dirt. Looks like Matos Garcia is a little bit over-anxious. Just put it on the ground in the middle, you score a run. The offering. Curveball is right there. That's strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Beat Digger right fielder. Trujillo delivers. Curveball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Larson. 2-2. Simmons at third, Peterson at second. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The offering. Swing and a miss on a fastball up and in. Almost looked like catcher's interference, as I think he might have hit his glove on the swing, but it's called strike 3 off the swing, and there's 2 down. Kyle Rosenbrock is 2 for 2 in the game, an infield single, then he walked, and then the single to drive in that run in the third. And they'll need him here, since the Beat Diggers have not converted in this frame as of yet. It's a big at bat. I mean, Highland stays in the game if they're only down by 5 going into the bottom of the 5th, but you make this a 10-3 or 11-3 game, you've got the momentum right back. Trujillo gets the sign, and the pitch. Swung on and hit off the foot. Foul. Out in front of the plate, it's 0-1. Simmons singled in this frame, as did Peterson, but both advanced on an error on Peterson's single by the right fielder, Jake Trujillo. Out of the windup, 0-1. Curveball is in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. For the best prices and special offers on top quality car parts and accessories, Central Auto Parts, 1001 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. The pitch. Swung on. That ball is lined towards center field. That is going to drop for a base hit. Around third is Peterson. Headed to the plate. The throw is coming home. It's cut off. It's a 2-run single for Kyle Rosenbrock. His second and third RBIs of the game, as Simmons scores in front of Peterson, and the Beat Diggers are back up by 7. It's 10-3. And Rosenbrock is 3 for 3. There's Mitch Tormolen, 0 for 2. Walked, reached on an error, and popped out. That is a huge base hit for Rosenbrock. The stretch. It's Tormolen. Curveball is lined foul, well out in front of the third base side. No balls and 1 strike. To Mitch Tormolen. Laying down the sign is Larson. He steps off. Trujillo does. Well, the Beat Diggers have scored in 3 of the last 4 innings. But really, these are important runs. You want to counter any time the opposing team scores. That's what the Beat Diggers did here in the 5th. Stretch. And the pitch. And the curveball is up and in. Didn't curve much. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Mitch Tormolen. Rosenbrock off of first. And the offering. Curveball is a beauty right there, thigh high. It's 1-2. Yeah, when the Beat Diggers play on Saturday against Estes Park at 10 a.m., given it a thought, I'm going to do a couple of innings from the outfield instead of behind the plate all the time. A different perspective. Fastball is up and away. So I'm thinking the second and third innings from the outfield. Maybe the 4th inning from the stands. Switch it up. In that first of 2 on Saturday against Estes Park, stepping off is Trujillo. Rosenbrock was already picked off earlier by Trujillo when he was caught in a rundown. Tormolen awaits, the 2-2 runner goes, and that ball went behind Tormolen off the glove of Larson. It's a stolen base, an easy one for Rosenbrock. 3-2 to Tormolen, a long half inning. Not quite as long as the second when the Beat Diggers scored 7 and there was a pitching change. 3-2 to the first baseman. Stretched by Trujillo. The look back and the pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted into center field. Villalobos is right there to his left, makes the 2-handed grab. And the Beat Diggers are retired in the top of the 5th inning. However, they do score 2 runs in the frame. And the Beat Diggers do it on 3 hits, 1 error, and a man left. 4.5 have been played in alt. It's Brush 10, Highland 3 on 1010 KSIR. KSIR.com. The hard-throwing softball right-hander Nico Guzman is on the mound for the Beat Diggers to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Brush 10, Highland 3. Tyler Monday goes to third, and Mikey Gutierrez will take a rest. Guzman did take the loss against Resurrection Christian, a game that was 0-0 going into the third when the Cougars scored 6 runs. He pitched very well in relief of Monday, or Peterson, I should say, in Thornton, in a 9-1 victory about 3 weeks ago. Everything seems like it was 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Beat Diggers haven't played in 12 days. It'll be Jake Trujillo, Fabian Flores, and Chris Villalobos, the 8-9-1 hitters against the sophomore Nico Guzman. 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 6 left on base for Brush, 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and a man left on base for the Huskies. Trujillo grounded back to the mound in his first at-bat. That was back in the third inning. Look to the team at Valley View for rehab, short-term, or long-term care needs. Stop by 815 Fremont or call Valley View Villa 867-8261. Of course, going on right now as well, Fort Morgan Mustang baseball on B106 and B106.com against the Fort Lupton Blue Devils in Fort Morgan. Both Fort Morgan and Brush are back in action tomorrow. Mustangs are on the road against Fort Lupton at 4 o'clock. On B106, the Beat Diggers right here against the Eaton Reds. And that game will also start at 4. So here's Trujillo after Guzman completed his warm-ups to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Guzman is very effective when he works off that fastball, as are most pitchers, but he's got a really good one. Fastball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes to Jake Trujillo, the 8th place hitter in this Highland lineup. The pitch, swing, and a miss, and a ball up and in. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike to Trujillo. Peterson lays down the sign and the offering. Swing, and a miss, and a fastball in the same spot. And you jam hitters like that, and you've got that much heat, you're going to be tough to hit. We'll close the book on Monday momentarily. If the book is closed, we'll give you the numbers. The pitch. Fastball is low. 2-2 to the 8th place hitter, Jake Trujillo, to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. Brush 10, Highland 3. Guzman delivers, swung on and fouled on a ball that was riding in on his hands. Count remains at 2-2. To Jake Trujillo. The pitch. Curveball, call it strike 3. That throws Trujillo, and there's 1 down. Oh, that was beautiful. Here's Fabian Flores. He grounded to first in the third. And again, our internet is not working out here, but I'll be able to upload everything pitch by pitch as soon as this game is over. We get into an open area. The pitch. Fastball is outside. Monday threw 60 pitches, 41 strikes, 19 balls. Allowed all 3 earned runs, struck out 2, gave up 4 hits, and walked 1. 1-0. Fastball down the middle for a strike at the knees to Fabian Flores. The count is leveled at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the wind by Guzman. And the pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 2-1. Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush is Equitable Savings and Loan. And the 2-1 pitch. Check swing, but he went with a fastball. Count is at 2-2 to Fabian Flores. Fort Morgan leading 7-0 in the 4th inning over Fort Lupton. Off the glove there to the screen. Looked like a fastball riding down and in. 3-2 to Flores. With one out, nobody on, we're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Guzman awaiting the sign. 3-2 pitch. Oh, very high. Walked him. 1 on, 1 out for the leadoff hitter in the lineup, Chris Villalobos, who struck out looking and reached on a bunt single. Now, this Highland team, I mean, they scored a bunch of runs against Estes Park. We know that Brush is higher caliber, much higher caliber than Estes Park, but they did score 3 runs off Monday in the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch, fastball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Like Villalobos was thinking about bunting again, and Monday's playing a few steps in at third. Highland just trying to manufacture base runners any way they can. Runner going. Fastball is grounded on the right side. The first baseman, Tormolin, flips to the pitcher, covering in time. Nice job by Guzman getting over there and beating the speedy Villalobos 3-1. Flores advances to second. There's 2 down. The hitter will be Chris Trujillo. He popped to first and grounded to short. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Peterson lays down the sign. And the offering. Fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Baydiggers led 7-0 after an inning and a half. We're still at a 7-run margin right now. 1-0. Fastball, a strike, outside corner, thigh high, and the count is level at 1-1. The Diggers are 7 outs away, maybe less than that, depending upon the rally they have from improving to 2-0 in league play. Swung on and lifted into foul territory on the right side. Tormolin gives chase, but it's out of play. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, a man at second. In the home half of the fifth inning, Peterson lays down the sign. 1-2 pitch, and that curveball is way outside. 2-2. And Monday did a nice job of pitching to contact. That's what makes a successful pitcher. It's nice to strike out everybody, but that's obviously very unrealistic. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trujillo steps out. Guzman steps off. Flores with a big lead at second. Second baseman Hirschfeld cheating towards the bag a little bit. Now to his natural position. The pitch runner goes up and in. The throw to third is going to be low and off of Monday, but Rosenbrock backs it up. It'll be a stolen base for Flores. Yeah, Highland doesn't care. They don't care if they're down. They're running anyway. It's 3-2 now to Trujillo. And watch out because Hasbrook, who hit a big double, is on deck. Guzman with a 3-2 pitch. Very high and away, and he walks his second hitter of the inning. First and third for Hasbrook, who grounded out and then delivered an RBI double. And John Hirschfeld Jr. will pay a visit to the hill. Obviously no pitching change here. Probably letting him know where not to locate pitches against this particular hitter. This Monday threw him something fat, and Hasbrook made him pay. Of course, you have a 7-run lead, so you can afford to challenge hitters in these situations. So at third is Flores, at first is Trujillo. Both walked in this frame. Against the right-hander, Nico Guzman. I wouldn't be surprised if Trujillo takes off. They've been running a lot in this game. Huge lead at first. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. The big, strong, right-handed hitting first baseman for Highland. Guzman gets the sign from Peterson. Trujillo with a sizable lead. 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Ugh. Well, they certainly would have had a play on him had he taken off because Peterson got out of that stance, but now 2 balls and no strikes. Highland guessed right there. They didn't take off. Now there's a hitter's count and certainly a runner's count. Runner goes 2-0. Fastball is the ball. The throw through to second. No tag. Now the throw to the plate. And scoring safely is going to be Flores as he takes off. And on the overthrow by Rosenbrock, advancing to third is Chris Trujillo. Is now 10-4. And a 3-0 count on Hasbrook. So a double stolen base. And the Beatnickers commit their first error of the game. So Highland guessed correctly twice, and this team can run. And they've got a bevy of stolen bases in this game. So now 10-4. And Jared Larson about to step in. If Hasbrook can get on, he's got a 3-0 count. Wind and pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Wow. You're swinging at a 3-0 down by 6. Off of third is Trujillo. Guzman out of the windup. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Hasbrook. Fastball is high, and Guzman has walked his 3rd hitter of the inning. 25 pitches so far, 15 balls and 10 strikes. Well, Highland can make this a game if Larson comes up with a big hit. Still down by 6. Larson has grounded out and walked. Hitting from the right side. Well, let's see if Hasbrook takes off from first. Man, they don't care right now. He stays. Fastball is outside. Now let's see if we can get the calculation here on the number of stolen bases in this game by Highland. Looks like about 3 so far. The pitch should be more than that. And that ball goes to the screen, and runner breaks for the plate. The throw, Guzman to apply the tag, and Trujillo's out. He is out. He thought he stood around, but Trujillo is tagged out by Nico Guzman, and the inning is over. They do score a run. 3 walks were issued in the inning. The Beatnickers get a nice break there as Trujillo took off late for the plate, and he's thrown out trying to score. We head to the 6th inning. It's Brush 10, Highland 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in alt. The Beatnickers lead the Highland Huskies 10-4. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters against Chris Trujillo, Ryan Hirschfeld, Tyler Munday, and Oscar Soto. The Beatnickers did commit an error in that frame, referring to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hirschfeld struck out swinging, doubled, scoring 2 runs, and popped out. And he will now bat against Trujillo, his 4th at bat in the first 6 frames. Righty against righty. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Villalobos, the starter, threw 59 pitches. This will be the 55th for Trujillo. Right over the heart of the plate for a strike. With a fastball, it's 1-1. Your one-stop center for projects around your home office or yard, Ackley Building Center. They carry appliances. 1402 Mill Street. That ball is lined into left field for a base hit. The Beatnickers are just hitting the ball all over the place. Ryan Hirschfeld has his 2nd hit of the game. And Brush now has 13 hits in the contest. Tyler Munday has got 3 of them. As he will now bat. Munday has 2 RBIs. It came in the 7-run second, the stretch. Trujillo delivers. And the curveball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Munday. The offering. Curveball is lifted into left field, going way back is Kyle Folker to the track, and that ball is going to take 2 hops and hit the bottom of the fence. Around second is Hirschfeld. He's headed towards third. He'll be in there standing. Tyler Monday with a double, his 4th hit of the game. And the Beat Diggers have second and third with nobody out here in the 6th inning. That was just a long fly ball hit by Monday. Oscar Soto struck out, hit by a pitch, and then lined into a double play to the center fielder, Villalobos. Wind and pitch. Changeup is outside. Oh, the Beat Diggers put together a monumental rally. Not even a monumental, a decent rally. They could win this in 6 innings. The offering. Curveball is outside. Nico Guzman is on deck. 2-0 here to Soto. Wind and pitch. Swung on. That ball is lifted to left field. Folker is going to make the catch. Hirschfeld will tag up, and he's going to score without a throw on the sac fly by Soto. And Brush now leads Highland 11-4. Holding up at second was Monday. And now the Beat Diggers have scored in 4 of the last 5 innings. Nico Guzman with his first plate appearance. As we mentioned, Monday, he won enough innings. 4, he's the pitcher of record. Fastball is upstairs to the sophomore Guzman. 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch and the offering. Swung on. That ball is popped up into shallow right center field. That one looks like it's going to drop. It does. Beyond the second baseman, Flores, for a base hit. Monday advances 1 back to third. And Grayson Simmons will now hit. And it looks like Guzman's going to stay in there. He will not get a courtesy runner. Sometimes they take the pitcher out for that reason. Simmons is grounded out, struck out swinging, and singled. He is 1 for 3. The Beat Diggers have 3 hits in the inning and 15 in the game. And the step off, no throw. So Brush with an 11-4 lead. And looking for more against Chris Trujillo, the stretch and the offering. Swing and a miss on a changeup. It's 0-1. Don't let finances stand in your way of pursuing your college education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus. A personal advising session will get you on the right track. Curveball is in the dirt, and find out what options are available to help you. No matter what age you are at MCC, you can imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goal. Morgan Community College. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 in, 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. Outside with another changeup. It's 2-1. Sac fly by Oscar Soto has plated the lone run in this frame. Runners take their leads. And the offering. The breaking ball is off of Larson towards the screen. Monday will stay at third on the wild pitch. Guzman goes to second. Now 3-1. And Alec Peterson, who's had swung a hot bat, is on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike to the Chi-Man, Grayson Simmons. I thought the Beat Diggers would have some rust. I guess they did in the first inning, offensively. The offering. Swung on, grounded off the end of the bat, foul up the third base side. Count is at 3-2. And you might expect another changeup in this situation. At third is Monday. Guzman at second. 3 ball, 2 strike count to Grayson Simmons. Beat Diggers were held scoreless in the first and fourth innings. 7 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. To pitch up and away with a changeup, and Simmons walks. The bases are loaded for Alec Peterson. Well, can't have it much better than this right now. Peterson today is 3 for 4. He hits a home run. He hits for the cycle. He popped out, doubled, tripled, and singled. as the catcher steps in, righty against righty. Wind and pitch, swing and foul tipped into the glove of Larson. It's 0-1. No balls and one strike to Alec Peterson. The offering. Curveball is fouled back. 0-2. And Maltos Garcia's on deck, and the freshman has struggled at the plate today. I'm sure he wants another opportunity right now to atone for a couple of strikeouts. No balls and two strikes. And the pitch. Fastball way outside, backhanded by Larson. It's 1-2. Yeah, between the two Highland pitchers, they've thrown 131 pitches, 59 by Villalobos and 72 by Trujillo. And they still have to record at least 2 outs in this inning. The pitch, outside with a breaking ball. 2-2. Monday at third, Guzman at second, Simmons at first. 11-4 brush over Highland in Alt in the top of the sixth inning. The pitch. Swung on, that ball is laced into deep left field, going way back is Folkert, and that ball is gone! A grand slam for Alec Peterson! He is hit for the cycle! The Beat Diggers have 5 across in the frame. They now lead Highland 15-4. Holy mahungus, what a shot, what a performance from Alec Peterson. And his teammates very excited at home plate, they should be. Wow, that thing was just launched out there on a 2-2 pitch. So Brush now up by 11, so they can make this a 6-inning game. Here's Montos Garcia. Well, he'll have the opportunity to hit, but with the bases empty, the pitch. Fastball a strike. On the outer half, it's 0-1. Montos is grounded out, walked, struck out twice. 0 for 3 in the game. And the pitch. Fastball, strike 2. On the outside corner, just above the knees. And number one hitters don't get chances for grand slams a lot. That breaking ball froze. Arnoldo Montos Garcia, he strikes out for the third time in the game. And there's 2 down. There's Rosenbrock, who is 3 for 3. He has an RBI single in the third and a 2-run single in the fifth. Shortstop steps in, the pitch. Curveball is a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And the offering. Curveball is a strike. Belt high. It's 0-2. Well, since Trujillo gave up that home run, he's thrown 5 consecutive strikes. Rosenbrock digs in. The pitch. Fastball is high. Took something off it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Rosenbrock with the bases empty. And the pitch. Curveball is launched into deep left field, and that one is way out of here. Holy mahungus! He hit that one towards my car, which is parked well beyond the left field fence. A gargantuan home run for Kyle Rosenbrock, and the Beat Diggers now lead 16-4. That'll bring up Mitch Tormolen. The Beat Diggers have had 2 home runs in the frame. They have 6 across. That scoreboard says 15-4. Now we'll have to let them know, whoever's operating the scoreboard, that that's incorrect. It is 16-4, not 15. There's a visit to the mound, and well, we have a pitching change here. Well, Trujillo will stay in there with 2 outs. And the Beat Diggers have a sac fly from Soto, a grand slam by Peterson, and a solo home run. And now they put that 16th run up on the board. So that is correct. Tormolen in the game has walked, reached on an air, popped out twice. He's 0 for 3. So Monday has 4 hits. Rosenbrock has 4 hits. Peterson has 4 hits. Peterson's home run was impressive. Rosenbrock's went a little bit further, to say the least. I mean, a home run's a home run. Doesn't matter whether you barely clear the fence or you nearly break a window out there about 40 feet beyond. Tormolen digs in from the right side. Line and pitch up in with a changeup. You can expect that after a couple home runs. They start trying to back you off the plate. Don't blame them. That's what pitchers do. They have to own that plate. 1-0. Fastball is down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. All Nico Guzman has to do is hold Highland to 2 runs or less. The off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. To Mitch Tormolen. Brush 16, Highland 4. The pitch swung on. That ball is lifted into shallow left field. Long run for the shortstop, and backing up and making the catch is Garcia as he falls to the ground. And the inning is finally over, but the Beat Diggers explode. They get a grand slam from Alec Peterson, a solo homer from Kyle Rosenbrock at the inning, scoring 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Brush 16, Highland 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, the Beat Diggers have made some defensive changes. Mitch Tormolen will pitch the 6th inning. Over at first base is Ryan Hirschfeld. Looks like, see if that's Mikey Gutierrez at second. Not sure who's at second right now. Nico Guzman does go to center. Randy Baker moves to right. No, check that. That is the freshman. Yeah, that makes sense. It's another natural position for Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. As all the Tormolen has to do is allow 2 runs or less here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Beat Diggers will pick up the victory. And you really economize pitches for all of your pitchers here, which is certainly the goal when you're playing lots of games in a few days. I know I keep repeating myself, but boy, it bears repeating. This is a major league schedule the Beat Diggers are essentially playing over the next week. 6 games in 6 days, 4 games in 3 days. Jared Larson grounded out and walked. He's 0 for 1. He will begin the bottom of the 6th against Mitch Tormolen. With the Beat Diggers putting together 2 huge innings, a 7-run second and a 6-run 6th. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the lineup. Line by Tormolen, the pitch. Fastball is up high. Oh, there's nothing like being up low, so high, 1 ball, no strikes. And the offering. Swung on, that ball is laced to the shortstop. Rosenbrock on a nasty hop. He picks it up, a high throw to first, and it's over Hirschfeld's head. He's going to retrieve that. It will be a base hit. It would have been a single and an error had Larson been able to go to second, but he tripped going around first base. Rosenbrock made a great play just to come up with a ball. But it is a base hit for Jared Larson. He'll get a courtesy runner in Omar Naranjo. That'll bring up Cesar Flores. Short lead at first for Naranjo to stretch. And the offering. Fastball is upstairs. Rush with 17 hits in the game to 5 for Highland. Tormolen with a 1-0. Upstairs again, 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, you don't want to stretch this game to a 7th inning. Now we just stretch out your pitching way too much. Throw back to first. Back in diving is Naranjo. So 2 balls and no strikes. 2 Flores. Beat Diggers at double play depth. The stretch. And the pitch. Swag. And I'm missing a fastball up and in. It's 2-1. Got 12 of the 17 hits by 3 players. Monday, Peterson, and Rosenbrock. 2-1, the offering. Upstairs again, 3-1. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. As a level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center can handle any kind of emergency. Pitch swung on and popped up. And Peterson towards the screen, still going. He dives, and he made the catch. He made the catch for the out. Peterson with a diving catch near the screen for the first out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Colorado Plains Medical Center bringing quality care to the community. What an outstanding play by the sophomore catcher. That was anything but easy. And he made that right in front of me, so I made sure that I yelled that he made the catch because I don't know if the umpire really saw it. The pitch, fastball, a strike. On the outer half of the knees, it's 0-1 to Folkert. 0 for 2 in the game. Popped out and grounded out. Brush's local Napa and Hardware Hanks Small Engine Repair Shop, hometown auto and hardware. Swung on and popped foul out of play. 1305 Edison Street in Brush. No balls and 2 strikes. To Kyle Folkert. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Brush with a 16-4 lead over Highland. We'll update all these numbers. We'll upload them, I should say, to KSIRsports.com since we don't have the internet connection out here. The pitch, swung on, pop foul, and out of play. So if you can't follow the game pitch by pitch today, it's because we don't have the internet connection out here. No fault of our own, using the same technology. But as soon as we get to an internet area, which should be a few minutes after this game, we'll upload it, and that should show up on the web for you. The offering. Swung on, tapped up the third base line. No play there for Monday. He just picks it up. It's an infield hit. Nothing you can do there. That ball was hit so slowly. Just a roller. Highland has their second hit of the inning. Andy Romero is 1 for 2. Singled and grounded out. Highland needs to score 3 runs in this frame to go to a 7th inning. Stop, shop, and save with all of your grocery needs and snacks for game time enjoyment. The Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison Street in Brush, stretched by Tormolin. That's a big lead at second. The pitch, swung on, hit off the end of the bat, foul to the screen, and it's 0-1. To Andy Romero. Highland was in a 7-0 hole after an inning and a half. The pitch, way outside with a heater. Count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, Chris Brom will be with you tomorrow, 4 o'clock from Brush, when the Beat Diggers take on the Eaton Reds on 1010 and KSIR.com. The pitch, swung on and grounded slowly to short. Rosenbrock charges. He's got to field and throw to first, and that's in time to retire Romero. The runners advance to second and third. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jake Trujillo, who is grounded out, or checked at, Giovanni Garcia will now hit for the first time. So Garcia hitting in the 8 hole. The offering. Swung on, grounded right back to Tormolin. He throws to first, and the Beat Diggers have won the game over the Highland Huskies, 16-4. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Brush 16, Highland 4. We'll wrap this thing up in 1 minute on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back with you in all. The Beat Diggers defeat the Highland Huskies 16-4. Welcome to the Beat Digger post-game show, brought to you by Buildings by Design and Brush, which takes pride in their workmanship and quality of their relationships with clients. For a free bid, call Pat Walter, 842-5837. Building today's business, Buildings by Design. The Beat Diggers score 16 runs on 17 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base, 4 runs for Highland, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left on base. The winning pitcher was Tyler Monday. He went 4 innings through 60 pitches, was very effective, did not allow a run until the 4th, and the loss went to Chris Villalobos. Time of the game, 1 hour, 58 minutes. Beat Digger scored 7 runs in the second. They were aided by an error, which scored 1 of the runs, but they had a 2-run double from Alec Peterson, 2-run double from Ryan Hirschfeld, and a 2-run single as well from Tyler Monday. And then Kyle Rosenbrock tacked on an RBI single in the third for an 8-3 lead. Highland countered with 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning, getting an RBI double from Jacob Hasbrook. But then the Beat Diggers scored 2 in the 5th inning and a 2-run single from Rosenbrock, who drove in 3 in the game and blew it open in the 6th, if it was not open enough already after Highland scored a run in the bottom of the 5th off Nico Guzman. The Beat Diggers got a sac fly from Oscar Soto, a grand slam from Alec Peterson, who hit for the cycle. Peterson hit for the cycle, a single, double, triple, and an error. And then Kyle Rosenbrock with a solo shot. I think I mentioned Rosenbrock drove in 3 in the game. He drove in 4, an RBI single, a 2-run single, and a home run. So the Beat Diggers moved to 2-0 in Patriot League play. They are now 6-4 overall. Highland 1-1 in league action and 5-4 on the year. Once again, Chris Brom will be with you tomorrow from Brush when the Beat Diggers take on the Eaton Reds. That'll start at 4 o'clock right here on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. I'll be back with you on Saturday in Brush, also on 1010 and the web for the doubleheader at 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday against Estes Park, and then 2 p.m. against the Sterling Tigers. Again, we'll upload all of this to KSIRsports.com so you can check out the pitch-by-pitch account of today's game. Excellent job, as always, done by our sound engineer and producer, Braden Godin. I'm John Beltran. The final score from Alt. The Beat Diggers defeat the Highland Huskies 16-4 in 6 innings on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.